Wait, I think it's supposed to go like this. I don't know. We are live. Hello, welcome to Circuit Board episode 10. We did it, guys.
We are live.
Yay. We hit the double digits.
All right, time to stop.
Did it.
Yes.
This is the last
This
episode.
is the last episode. Good nights.
We're done. I made it just in time to say goodbye to everyone.
You did. We miss you, Bun. How have you been?
I've been really sad not being here. I mean, I've been really happy to work on the play, but it's really weird not to be here all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, because
it's
it
not-
was a good 2 months of like 4 times a week.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
consistent.
pretty consistent. Yeah.
And things are actually starting to ramp up for Color Circuit too as you leave.
Yeah.
We're realizing it's like less Bond, better Color Circuit.
It's true. It's
Huh.
true. As
I've
that's
noticed
happening.
that as well.
Oh.
It's been a strange correlation.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
But-
I think I'll just. Should I go now? Should I?
No, we need you here. We love you.
There's the door, Bob.
We will say that last week was a big week for the channel.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
very successful, very productive.
We have over 6,000 views, which is a big deal for us. We had our first over 2,000, almost 3,000. I'm looking for over 9,000
I'm waiting.
specifically.
I'm waiting for that. Just, I
9.
need the Saiyan hair. It needs
Yeah,
to
yeah,
happen.
yeah. It's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show, but I know that
And-
reference.
But
Yeah,
you,
I know,
okay.
I'm
Disappointed. That's now
I
I
learned
actually
ab-
do have to.
I
leave.
learned about that from the Oprah. Did you
Oh
see
my
that?
Gosh,
Did you guys see
no.
this?
What?
From the Oprah?
From the
From the
Oprah.
Oprah.
You met you learned
There
this
was
from
a
the Oprah?
group. She had a whole special on what was it on? I think it was on child molestation. She had a whole special on child molestation, and
Cool.
then these people were emailing Oprah and saying there's over 9,000 members of child molesters. It was really like overtly gross, but turns out it was just people that were
Trolling.
trolling Oprah to get her to say over 9,000, which is just a Dragon Ball Z reference. That's all they wanted her
all
to
it
do.
is.
Wow.
And Oprah said it on her show, and it's great. It's
That
so
is
good.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
is the best troll on
Go
the
home
planet.
and watch that. That's an old one, obviously, because it was when she had
It's a
her
classic.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
she
hasn't
still
had a show in
decided,
a long
yeah.
time.
Now she just owns a channel.
Now she, no,
Does that still exist?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
old
It had a
channel.
rocky start, I think.
I
think
mean,
she's
all
leveled
channels
out.
do.
In
So.
her magazine.
we get O magazine
yeah.
like once a month here. I don't know why.
That's how
we
magazines
have
work,
so
yeah.
many magazines. They just show up at our doorstep.
They just exist.
We have
They
so
appear.
many. None of us subscribe. Neither Jess nor I have subscribed to any of them.
God,
Do they have your names on
Interesting.
them?
Yeah. You want to read some
What?
Oprah?
They're
No
free.
I'll go
way.
grab the Oprah magazine.
I bet she's on the cover.
Never.
So now that Dylan's gone, let's
Finally,
talk.
we can talk.
Should
Yeah,
we do?
let's-
Did we do introductions?
No.
Scott, Kendra, Bond, Dylan's not here. Okay, anyway. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Scott, tell me about your shirt.
Cool. All right, this is actually from my European vacation. I went to merry old England,
Oh, yeah.
and they have the Abbey Road street is an actual street you can go to. Get
What?
Kids. I know.
What?
It wasn't blue screen. And so this is actually, I'm holding the camera in this photo. I didn't get to. There's 5 of us in my family.
Yeah.
And I got to walk across the Abbey Road thing, but
Alone.
it was just me. And
Yeah.
like that's not the cover. It's not the cover.
Yeah.
It
So-
pretty much is now.
So yeah, these are my cousins and my
Since they're all
uncles
dead.
as they walked across the
Oh,
Abbey Road
nice.
thing. So yeah, they put
You got it printed on a shirt?
the whole family did.
So,
the whole family.
I have a question. What made you decide to keep the photo corners?
Framed
Or
up.
like add those in?
It was
You wanted it to look like this was actually you had stuck photo corners
Yeah.
onto your shirt and then put a photo
that's
in
how
there.
that's how Sears does it.
Okay.
If you go with a photo to Sears and you put it on a shirt, they
Yeah.
can be like, oh, make it look all folksy and old timey, and we're that kind of family. We're an
Gotcha.
old folksy,
Who-
old timey
Who
family.
else has actually
Yeah.
had like a Sears catalog type photo happening, like a portrait
have.
thingy? Really?
Yeah.
back in the day
Back in the day?
You didn't
when I was a kid?
you didn't
not
do
a
family
family thing.
photos?
before
No.
school happened.
Well,
yeah.
not like that. Like we just got together during like an outing or something and just took a picture. Like we never did like the whole go into the actual studio and take a picture. I've always been curious about that. I want to do that one day.
My family's photos, the big family ones, though, that's where they happened when at big get-togethers. We had an updated one where we went to a local photo studio. We all got gussed up, and we hated all the photos. None of them like turned out right. We were all just like, but then the next family photo was outside of my uncle's house. And
Yeah.
that was the updated photo.
I've
We
never-
paid money for it, and it was shit.
Yeah.
Did
like,
you
I
take
always want
senior
to.
pictures?
I took a senior photo, but I wasn't sure I was going to use it because I didn't know I was going to graduate or not. Yeah, I had missed a lot of days.
Wow.
Yeah, but
But you got that photo.
But it was in there. It ended up being in there, and I looked terrible because, God, I am terrible in all my high school photos. I look like I just took like as much heroin as I possibly could, and suddenly had to take a photo. Yeah, it was really bad. I was like, let's never take a look at my high school photos.
They made me more white than I actually am. They made me look like a vampire, and then they're just like, hey, this is you in a suit.
yeah, it's
happy,
you were
happy
gothed
senior.
out for the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
Look, yeah.
Dylan's got magazines.
It's time.
So you found
Good housekeeping.
good housekeeping.
Don't know why we get that. Cosmopolitan. Who is this?
Sex Q&A.
Miranda Lambert.
Lambert.
Sex Q&A. They always have to have one.
Sure.
Gotta.
Secret U.S. Weekly. Us Weekly.
Us
is
Weekly.
Probably
Us Weekly.
Us
more-
Weekly.
I always do that because we talk about that in the Dinner Detective. Like one of our clues is from that magazine, and I always say U.S. Weekly, and everyone's like, "It's Us Weekly." How many times do we have to tell
It's
you?
not United States.
Yeah.
United States Weekly.
I mean, it's the
'cause
thing
it
that
might have
really
been a
matters.
Better
Then
magazine
that
if
would
it
make
was.
this one Awk Weekly.
Awk, because it's an
Okay.
explanation.
Why would they
point, right?
cover the logo? That's a
they
dumb
don't need-
because
idea.
celebrities
they
are the
don't
important
need-
part.
They
You
do
should-
that.
They're that popular. That
You
You
do
should
not
know it
need
by
to.
now. Yeah.
These are staples in
You'll
normal
see
people
almost
lives.
all of these have their logo.
See, look at that
Another
dumb head in front of that
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan logo. We already
one
know
was
it's
Scarlet.
I might actually want to read that one.
Cosmopolitan.
Sun's out, buns out.
And lastly,
Oh.
Oprah, letting
Let
it
it
go.
go. That's what I want
Let's
to
read
see.
let's read an excerpt. Does Oprah write in these? You think?
I'm sure she
I
does
don't
like an
know, she probably-
editorial
I bet-
thing.
I Has to have one
I
article.
bet the very first page.
She
First
handles
page.
the letters
or like
to the
third
editor.
page, which is actually the first page.
Okay.
The first actual article outside of telling you
have
what
to
the
get
article
through
is going to be.
500. I don't know why anybody
Gotta
reads
pay for it.
magazines anymore.
Gotta pay for it
Jesus
somehow.
Christ, there's so
we,
much.
we also could have looked at the table of contents.
Yeah,
Same
you
I don't think we've hit that
I
yet.
think you've gone too
Oh.
far.
Far
I don't
too
think
far.
so, man.
Yeah, you skipped an important page.
Oh man.
I'm calling it now.
Right
Okay.
there.
There's nothing about Oprah in this magazine.
Something about
oddly
dogs,
enough.
makeup,
But her
girls being
stinks all
girls,
over it, though. I mean,
desserts.
It does stink of Oprah.
yeah, that's
smells,
what.
smells of an Oprah's.
I know Oprah wasn't. We're not the demographic for Oprah,
No.
but Oprah did kind of change the way interviews were done. She had a more conversational, lax. Let's sit here. Let's talk about more intimate things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Feels very
Um,
intimate,
which-
as intimate as you can get with a 500 person crowd.
which isn't.
Right.
I mean, she kind of started that. You know, I mean, she was actually a pretty big deal, and
Yeah.
I look up to her in that way. I guess.
she is definitely revolutionized.
Yeah, she's
Like,
very smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
just.
I mean, she wouldn't have her own channel and like,
Be the richest
Bunch of
a black
magazines.
woman in the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if it weren't
She's
for
one of
that.
the richest people on the planet.
I saw her house in Hawaii. She has a house. It was part of like a tour. Not like it was like the celebrities of Hawaii tour, but it was a part of we were getting to a place on Maui, I think we were on. And we're just like, oh, and that's Oprah's house. Like, oh, very nice. And it was looking over like the ocean on a cliff or something. It was very, like, yeah,
Majestic.
Is it
Oprah
beautiful?
could afford that. Yeah, it was very nice.
Well, it's like Mark Zuckerberg taking over like a whole giant strip of Hawaii. Like he just has like this corner of Hawaii to himself.
it's mine.
Yeah, no, he bought land surrounding the actual owners of the land, or like actual natives of the land.
Huh.
And he just bought all the surrounding area and marked it off. And now no one can get there. So no one can get to their own homes that was built there. So it's just like empty land now.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's all
Cool.
surrounded. Yeah,
That
and he's
sounds
just
like
like,
a dick
yeah, it's
move."
cool.
When I'm a
move.
billionaire,
Yeah,
I'll kick people out of their homes.
I'll just take a whole state. It's fine.
Ebenezer Scrooge it.
Snoop Dogg lived, I think, in the Inland Empire. Where is that true, Jessica? Snoop Dogg lived in the Inland Empire. Yeah, where Jessica and I grew up. I think he might say "IE" in some of his songs,
Oh, that's
but
what that is.
a lot of
Internet Explorer?
like in an Explorer. A lot
Version
of
6.0.
a lot of people
favorite.
like when you would take your driver's lessons, like hey, let's drive, because you just have to drive somewhere.
Sure.
So we
Yeah.
drive to Snoop Dogg's house.
Mhm.
That was the
That's
what
cool.
we did.
It's
yeah.
the must.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
nice.
must.
Are there any trademarks that you guys drove to, like when you're here, at all?
No.
I keep reading. You guys haven't lived here your whole. Wait.
No,
I
I've lived
have.
here for 3 years.
I have my whole.
Do you have like a
goddamn life?
The
whole goddamn.
What is?
life.
Is there a trademark for you that you always drive through when you go through a drive at night or something like that? Like, is there anywhere
no,
you
I don't do
always
that.
go
You
to?
get shot. Like when somebody visits, or just like, oh, we're gonna go to. Well, I don't know.
When you go out for a drive, like, is there anywhere you specifically just go to?
Yes.
I-
I like to go up Tramway
That's a good one.
That's a good drive.
and drive. So either up Constitution, Manal, or there's one past Montgomery, and drive up
the pathways.
to the
yeah, up to the crest or the mini crests, or whatever. Like, there's
the
like
foothills.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
foothills.
Yeah. So you drive to the little parks in the foothills, and then you can just look at the city.
Yeah, there's a small place that I like to go to. It's called like the Cabin, and it's a really random place where you have to drive. You take the exit off of somewhere on Tramway, and you kind of just disappear, and it's just like a. It's supposed
Not
to be
sketchy at all.
It's not sketchy
It's
at all.
this place called the Cabin.
It's called the Cabin, and it's a super rustic, old school like not stucco. What do we use here? Adobe? Adobe
It's
I don't
house?
know.
Stucco.
Is that what most of these houses are made of?
All
Adobe?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean that and stucco. Yeah,
Yeah.
people use stucco.
And then it's like, it's super old. It's crazy, crazy old. But everyone likes to go up there. And there used to be, now at this point, I don't think anyone goes up there that I know of. Or I just go there at the wrong time because I'm like an old man now.
It's like, where are the cool kids at?
Where the
Oh,
cool
wait.
kids at? Because there used to be just always people partying there,
Huh.
and now that just doesn't happen anymore.
Maybe the party moved.
Yeah,
to another cabin.
The party has moved out. But where's your go-to drive?
I don't really
Does it tend
drive
to-
anywhere. I go to where I need, and then I stay home.
You guys aren't outdoorsy people,
No,
right?
I mean,
I would camp if like somebody was like but I don't have anyone in my life that camps.
Okay.
But I would camp.
we
Like,
should
that
we should
sounds
do
fun.
a getaway weekend.
That sounds fun.
I
camping
I
weekend.
joined. I was a biologist, and I joined geology because I knew it would involve camping,
Outside,
outdoorsy
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I get to travel, and
Get
a
to
lot
be
of
out
it's
and
for
about.
free.
Yeah.
And I have traveled a lot for like as soon as I joined a geology program,
Mhm.
like only 3 months later, I got taken to Thailand.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So it's super cool. Yeah, I got to meet your family.
It's, just
They were
somewhere-
waiting for
somewhere
me.
out there.
Yeah, somewhere out there. But actually, they don't. Didn't you say they're in Chiang Mai?
No.
Chiang Rai?
Like
No.
they're some of them are in Chiang Mai. Some like they're all
Kind of spread out.
spread out. Most
Okay.
of them live now in a northern part of
Okay.
Thailand.
Yeah. It's
I don't.
Chiang Mai
I
and
still.
Chiang Rai are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't really know the areas too well.
But you did live there for a while.
I mean, I was there, yeah,
Mm.
but I wouldn't like try to remember places just because it's still a foreign language for me.
Sure.
Like it's so I can barely read it sometimes.
Okay.
So it's all a spoken language for me. So it's just like, so where can I find this exact shop that my mom written down for me in English? Great, awesome. I'm gonna go now.
I love the way Thai writing looks like. It kind of
It's so alien.
everything starts with a circle and then it moves off from there. So
Yeah.
that's how you could always recognize Thai writing because everything has a little circle
Everything
on
is
it.
just like this. It looks like kind of Egyptian-y, where like it starts
does,
with like, weird
yeah.
symbols, and it's like it's very foreign.
It
Like
looks ancient.
if I were to try and put it onto a wall or something like that, it could look like just pure alien language to me.
I agree.
Angry and scary.
I said I agree.
Oh,
And you're both speaking English. Wow.
Wow.
I've been having a terrible time hearing people. I think I actually am going like deaf in my
Deaf?
left ear.
I think I am too. Playing so much drums my
Tinnitus.
whole life.
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
That sounds
tinnitus.
awful to get tinnitus.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Baby Driver.
we watched Baby Driver.
Yeah,
I love
we
Baby
did.
Driver. Very cool
Not
movie.
different times.
Huh? Oh yeah, I saw it last night. You
Yeah.
saw it previously.
Yeah.
Previously in life.
Previously
So,
on Kendra
good?
Scott.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Super
You
fun.
give it thumbs up.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it.
Hmm.
It wasn't like it didn't make like a favorite movie list for me.
No.
But
No.
it was a
Who was the
good
director?
movie, just enjoyable.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know
Ooh.
either.
I forgot that Kevin Spacey was in it. It's
As
like,
far as
when he
I
popped
can
up, it's
remember,
like,
it
oh,
is
Kevin Spacey.
It was a director that does a lot of stuff with music in his movies.
Oh, no, it was I can see the name and I
We are looking it up.
Oh, we're
people.
looking it up.
But yeah, so I thought it was really well done. Like the action sequences, they were really good. But the back half was kind of
Edgar Wright.
lackluster.
Edgar
Right.
Wright.
What else has Edgar Wright done, Scott?
As I
Leave that
reopen
open.
the
IMDb
Go
page.
back.
Scott Pilgrim,
Oh yeah.
The Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Fuck
Good
yeah.
people.
We love
the
me- I love
Carmelo
me some Edgar Wright.
trilogy. Carnello trilogy. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
I
I know.
don't know.
Yeah, it's some trilogy, but I don't.
God,
yeah,
I love Spot Kilgrim.
Spot skills.
Spot Children.
So good. I want to. It made me want to read the. Is it a manga or is it just a?
It's a comic.
It's a
a comic.
five-part like graphic novel,
Which
Yeah.
you've read too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read it.
I wanna read it.
fantastic graphic novel. Apparently, like people love it. When
Yeah.
when like that
It's really
was,
good.
it's such a big draw that I never read it. Like I know I should, because everyone says it's very iconic of what the U.S. is like right now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's nostalgia there.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It's really good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you agree with this, but I thought Baby Driver, the first 2/3 were really good, and then
Yeah.
I thought the last third was not as good as the beginning.
Yeah, it just kind of turns into a kind of paint by numbers, sort of heisty, actiony.
Yeah,
movie
where the
thing.
beginning was so original and unique,
Yeah.
and then it just like let all that go, and it was like, all right, well, here's your action movie you wanted.
Yeah, and I was under the impression that the whole movie was like to a beat, and it's not.
No.
There's
Oh.
because there are just parts where like scenes happen, and he always has like his earbuds in, and he's always listening to something,
Yeah.
but it's not all like in sync.
Okay.
So like the
Oh,
first,
okay.
but like the first like seconds of the movie are amazing because it is that, and you're just like, holy shit, and it's really well done.
It draws you in right away.
Yeah.
They posted the opening scene for that movie online just for people to watch, and like apparently that's something like everyone loves. It's one of those things that it's one of the scenes you have to see.
That's smart to post like
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
part, and then like, hey, you're gonna come watch. You're gonna
the
want to watch
rest
the
of
rest
it.
of
You gotta
this
see
movie.
it now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there are scenes throughout the movie that do kind of go back to that, and there are action sequences that are like built into the music that he's listening to, and it's really cool and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, at the end, it just feels like it, like kind of went and kind of like
Yeah.
slumped on itself.
Like,
Just
oh,
meh.
we need a big ending, so let's just do the thing where we're chasing people and all that. And yeah, I mean, overall fun,
Good
super
times.
fun
Yeah, good
movie.
times.
Yep.
I like. I kind of like.
great music, great choices.
I kind of like listening to you talk about movies, Kendra, because you're willing to be critical, but I don't know that if you're like. I don't know if I've heard like great things about movies from you though either though. So I don't know if you're like overly critical, too critical for me at least. You know what I mean?
So this is where you find out,
What
do you
do you
have any
say to that?
favorites? Yeah.
Yeah, respond.
It is your chance.
Did you just give me a microphone?
What?
Was that a microphone in your hand?
No, I just put my hand
Oh,
like
okay.
this. No.
Because
Respond.
I already
Stop
have one.
changing the
I
subject.
already have one.
Okay.
Answer.
No, I am very critical, but I don't. I mean, like, if I'm going to the movies with some friends and they're clearly not wanting to, like, critique it after, I'm not
That's
just
a
going to come
clunky
out and say it.
scene.
Right.
But if I'm in a setting where people want to critique a movie, then I really enjoy that.
You are a fan of film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely love
I
fun.
mean-
And I am very harsh.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing.
and when you see a movie that's just doing shit that's terrible, you're like, God,
Yeah,
are they
you
really
can't help
doing
it.
that?
They
Aw,
announced
man.
that The Room is doing the documentary thing with
Yeah.
James Franco.
James Franco. It's
He's
they're
playing Tommy Wiseau,
Yeah.
directing The Room, and it's I can't wait.
It's gonna be beautiful.
like the
And
trailer for it was pretty like weird.
he got his own
Super
lines.
weird.
To
Yeah.
it's beautiful because like throughout that apparently he had not done a lot of what he was told to. He just like literally forgot some of his lines through that. They're just like, we're gonna use it anyways. I'm like, I'm really curious how this like fake docu film is gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
I need to know.
Yeah,
I would Jessica's father, my girlfriend's father, our 7-year anniversary is today, by the way.
Oh, congratulations! And you're spending
Congrats.
it with us.
Spending it with you. Yeah, we did everything yesterday though. What did we do? We did a lot of shit yesterday. We went
Did you
to
guys have sex yesterday?
we started the day
Good.
off right.
Cool.
Had some
Good.
sexy.
When-
Maybe you could here, put your head down so you could see the sex monster.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Other side.
We have
other
to
side.
get her on camera because her apron is amazing. She's cooking us chili, by the way, because she's gorgeous
Amazing.
and amazing.
On her
The best
anniversary.
movie
But
Just
her
move your
apron,
body. She could read it. You could read
her
it on
apron
camera.
says luscious vegan. I think that's amazing.
Do you think she is a luscious vegan?
Of course she's a luscious vegan.
It's funny. One of her friends gave up veganism and then gave her all of her vegan stuff.
I ain't gonna advertise it anymore. Here you go.
-1 for the world, +1 for us.
We get all
free
this
things.
cool shit.
All right, I'm sorry. We got sidetracked. What were you saying?
I don't even remember. We
You and
we
Jess.
went to like jazz concert yesterday. We had Indian food at our favorite Indian restaurant here. We did a bunch of cool stuff. But anyways, back to her father, who also good in bed. No,
makes
he's like
babies.
he's a big fan of film also, but in the way that he loves everything. So literally every
He's
week,
a fan of
a
films.
fan of film. Every week on Tuesday, he goes and buys like 2 or 3 Blu-ray discs.
Wow.
For his like 65-inch 4K TV.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
It's amazing. I mean, they make good money. He could do it. He's retired now.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, but he was
It's
even
a
doing
hobby.
this-
collection.
Yeah.
he's got an enormous collection of movies.
So cool.
And it's super cool because you're like, oh, I can watch any movie I want, and he still has a subscription to everything you ever need, anyways. So he really doesn't need it. But anyways, one of the problems of talking about film with him is that he loves everything. It's so
It's not critical.
I can't. Yeah.
He only thinks of the good things about it.
Yeah, and it's like Jesus Christ! Like, stop being so happy. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong
How
with
could
you?
everything be good? It's impossible.
That movie
It's
was not that
impossible.
great.
It wasn't
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and I'm going through this right now. I'm going through 007, and I'm like,
Some of
I'm
them are
having a
terrible.
good time generally, but there's some like definite like parts
Yeah.
that let's see. I just finished Goldfinger, so I'm on movie 4 right now. I don't even remember what that one's called, but anyways, Goldfinger, the third one, the most recent one I watched. Of 22 films, 24 films, something
Yeah.
like that.
It's a good collective.
There's a
best
lot.
collective.
It's a great franchise. I think 4th highest grossing franchise of all time, if I'm not mistaken, behind MCU, Harry Potter, and Star Wars. I think. Hopefully, I'm getting
It's
those
makes
Somewhere in
correct.
that order. Yeah.
But anyways, in Goldfinger, like there's some parts in there, like some of the action sequences are awful.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, even like the first Star Wars, some of the worst action I've ever seen in a film ever.
Well,
and
they
it's my favorite Star Wars.
And they make fun of it in Family Guy. We're like, I'm gonna lose them, and the ship just glides to the left. Like, that was your idea of losing them, just going
Yeah.
slightly to the left.
Whoa, guys.
That's true.
I'm
Like,
specifically thinking of the lightsaber battle at
Oh.
the end of episode 4. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? They're like, "Row,
yeah,
row."
yeah.
Oh, so bad.
And
Anyways,
like cut to the prequels, and they're amazing.
on Goldfinger though,
The
like
best fights.
very like you've talked about this too. It's like super misogynistic. On episode 4 right now, like he basically rapes a woman. Or episode
It was
4,
a
the,
dis-
the 4th movie is I guess
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which is
you see the change of what people think is machismo.
Thunderball.
Oh,
okay.
A very rapey. Goldfinger, kind of rapey, like
that's
less
the
rapey,
scale.
but still rapey.
That's
Oh,
the
man.
rating scale.
Yeah,
of
there's
James
got to be a
Bond film.
rape scale for James
Yeah.
Bond films. But and
Venereal
also
disease
like when a
count.
girl comes out, there's a pussy galore and the flying circus
Yeah.
is the name
Mm-hmm.
of like the Bond girl and her flying
There's
circus.
terrible names.
And this like it's a bunch of girls that like fly planes really well. And they like land the planes and then they come out and they like cuts to a shot of one of them coming out and then this like she's like walking out like this and it's like this sexy saxophone. It's like
yeah, and
she's
everyone's
like,
playing music. Yeah, and
It's
there
so
it's
bad.
such a bad scene.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
the Bond films are filled with amazing terribleness because all you can imagine as you watch them is, oh my gosh, this is how people like view the world for a while, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is what we have to like.
61 I think is the
lock
first
that in.
film.
Yeah,
It's crazy to watch how like things have developed.
and now Bond is just now a really angry guy who just beats the shit out of people and then like kisses a girl every once in a while. But there's one
I
rule.
really like the
Daniel Craig?
last ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like 1 and 3, which is let's just go through them. The first one he did was Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loved it. The second one he did was Skyfall. No.
Yeah.
The second one he did was not Skyfall.
Skyfall was number 3. Number
Skyfall
2
was number 3.
was
I can't even remember the name.
Quantum of Solace?
Quantum of Solace.
Solace.
I did
Yeah,
not
there
like
you
that
go.
one.
that's the most forgettable one out of the series for me.
And then the third one was Skyfall, and that
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
and then the
Skyfall
most
was
recent one was
wonderful.
Spectre, and I
haven't
hated that
seen it.
one. Don't like it.
It's meh.
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
was very meh.
I haven't liked the opening songs for a while because they used to have like this awesome rock type feel to them and just really powerful.
And they became very iconic to the movie, like
Yeah.
Goldfinger, all that stuff. Like
all
Skyfall
very
was
memorable.
amazing.
Skyfall
Skyfall was
fantastic.
great.
I didn't like the newest one that had something Smith.
Oh yeah, that really the white dude with a really nice voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Something Sam Smith or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
Sam
big
Smith.
at the
Oh,
at the
yeah.
time the movie
And
came
it was
out.
like, and he was like really popular, but he didn't fit at all. And there was a cover someone had done an original version. I forgot what band it was, but it was like it's a super iconic rock band, and they made this amazing cover of the Spectre song.
Nickelback.
I'm gonna try and look it up, and it was the best. Like, I'm so disappointed they didn't use it. It fits so much better to the film.
We also did we talk about this on Lost Podcast? We watched The Big Sick.
I mentioned it during I could think Controller Alt Delete.
Control Alt Delete.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know, it was brought up briefly. So, but
love
no,
that
we have not talked about it on here.
How did you feel?
Fantastic, I love it.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yes.
Like I love Kumail's sense of humor, his stand-up,
Mm-hmm.
and him and Emily writing the script together. Amazing,
Just
really
great.
tight, funny movie, and very sad. I mean, beautifully sad. It was very. I cried a lot.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
a lot
a
of crying.
good feeling,
It was
though.
a good feel movie. Feel good movie. I think is probably.
And I also
I've been
good
enjoying
feels.
watching all of the interviews.
Oh, they're so
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
They're so
They-
cute.
yeah.
They're the
together.
best.
Yeah.
They were just
Listen to their
super
podcast,
dope.
The Indoor Kids, and you get a lot of good insight on them. And you talk about video games, and it's really
Yeah.
it's so fun.
And a lot
Indoor
about
kids.
The Indoor
The
Kids
Indoor
was their
Kids.
podcast. They no longer do it. They
They had-
talk about it all the time.
they had to
It's still-
stop.
yeah, it's still in
they
memory.
had to stop it because they got busy.
because they were writing the film. I think,
Awesomely,
most.
they got busy. Like
They right when their careers picked up, they just
yeah,
had to stop,
like they
step
got
away
the
from it.
Meltdown show on Comedy Central, and she produced that, and Kumail was
She
on
actually
it. Of
started
course.
the Meltdown.
Yeah,
Like,
she-
was the
she-
first like production
She
manager for the
programmed
stage.
the Nerd Melt. Yeah,
That's intense.
That was a good movie. Spider-Man. I finally watched it last night. Almost, you
Fantastic.
said you liked it.
I loved it.
Yes. My favorite. I'm not going to spoil anything, but my favorite line from the movie I think was "Ew, gross." I don't know if you'll remember that, but it's when he gets thrown into a bus by a baddie, and then he's like lying there on the ground in the middle of the bus, and he looks up, and there's all this gum underneath the seat, and he goes, "Ew, gross!" in the middle of a big fight, a big
Yeah,
boss fight.
just little-
And I love the little comedy bits they add in there. It
Yeah.
was well written.
Yeah, I like that version of Spider-Man.
Might be the
Where-
best version of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
it feels like a
Like
very
a little
honest
bit
version.
campier.
yeah, and he's quippy with the things like, "Hey guys, save some money for me." That sort of thing. That's what I think of when I think of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. I mean, yeah, it's campy in the way that Spider-Man is campy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
in a good
Spider-Man
way.
has a
Yeah.
campiness.
It's very
to it.
true
He
to
always
that.
has been.
and
feel.
it
Yeah.
felt very high school.
And
Yeah.
it seems like they've been kind of leaving that behind in all of the Spider-Man movies that they've been making. Like they try to make him a little bit more grittier,
Or too cool,
and he's
like
just not that character. And
Yeah.
I like his character. I like that he's like
quirky and adorable.
this little boy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he's a little kid, and I love that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
all about high school kids and what it's like to be growing up in high school. And then the twist was really good. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it.
There's a really good twist in there with the baddie, and then
Yeah, that was
yeah,
a great
and then
reveal.
what else was I gonna say? I love that they're like, yeah, let's make amends a little bit with the MCU and add some characters in there.
right.
And then did you stay to the very end for
Yeah,
end credit?
That was the best.
Great, one of the better end credits of like the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I still need to see it.
yeah.
And yeah,
Very
been-
smart.
I've been watching a lot of interviews with him too. I can't remember his name.
Tom Holland?
Kumail Nanjiani.
Or
No.
Oh,
for
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Oh yeah, what
yeah,
is his
Tom,
name?
Tom Holland. You said.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
yeah.
And he's just adorable.
kid.
That kid is a.
He comes from a
action hero,
gymnastics
man.
background, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he started in like musicals, and so he started doing gymnastics for a particular musical that he wanted to audition for.
Oh.
And then he's also done a lot of combat training, and he's just like full in.
Cool.
He's
Take
truly
that.
Spider-Man.
And that's
He's
amazing.
dedicated.
He's
Yeah.
so dedicated, and I love watching interviews with him. And he's so just like bright and cheerful.
Take that, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, fuck you.
Altholl I like the first two
I still-
Spider-Man
still love
movies.
you.
I actually
still
don't.
love you. I don't
do.
care
Tobey
what they say.
Maguire is one of my least favorite actors. Next to, I can never remember his name. Jessica, what's his name? That actor that I just can't look at. Ray Liotta might be one of my. least. I can't even look at him. I have not watched Goodfellas.
That's kind of a deep
You
cut.
haven't seen Goodfellas?
No, but he did this movie with Jason Statham, and I like Jason Statham because I love the Transporter films, and his the one where he's got to like do speed all the time, not speed.
Highball.
He kind
or something. I don't know what
of
it's
Jason
called.
Statham did a movie where he like Crank.
Crank.
I really liked Crank. But anyways, he did Ray Liotta did a movie with Jason Statham. I don't remember. It was called like In the Name of the King or something bad. And Ray Liotta was the bad guy, and it was some of the worst acting and writing I've ever seen in a movie. So that's why I hate Ray Liotta.
Some movies are
Yeah.
just
Do-
made to
do-
be B movies.
Do you guys have like I just hate that person. I hate that actor. I hate that celebrity. Do you guys have a feeling?
I just the whole Ray Liotta thing just threw because I haven't
Unexpected.
thought of him in
Yeah.
years.
He's an old actor. Yeah, he's not
Ray
around anymore.
Liotta.
My friend has the
Shoeless
same.
Joe Jackson.
My friend has the same hatred of Beyonce. If she hears the name Beyonce, she's like, "Fuck Beyonce!" Like she hates her.
Just a knee jerk. Fuck
Instinct.
And it kind of makes me happy. I think
That's
it's
the
super
thing.
funny. Jennifer. Yeah. Oh, I love Jennifer.
I
Oh
love Jennifer.
man.
How do you
Yeah.
How can you not watch Friends?
No, I want to delve into this once more.
Which one?
You've never seen Goodfellas?
I've never seen Goodfellas. I've actually been
Seriously.
trying to. I told Jessica like I really want to go back and watch a lot of the
classics.
specifically classic mafia films.
Yeah.
And so we watched Godfather, and now I stopped doing that because Godfather was not good. I did not like it, even though it's considered one of the maybe
You
the best
heard
film of all
you
time.
heard him, internet. Have at
It could have
And
been
so
of
it
its
begins.
time, but I just did. Did you have you guys seen Godfather?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
it's great.
it's great.
how? Why?
It is
well done.
Yeah,
It's
it's
well
well
paced.
paced.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
done
God,
correctly.
it's
You
the
guys said the
slowest,
stunts are
fantastic.
slowest
Yeah.
pace.
That's
ever.
how you know it. That's it's
Yeah.
true.
Well, it was also of that time. Like if it was made
I know.
today, it would be like
Terrible.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah. It would be
Oh my
just
gosh.
high octane.
Well, if it was made today, would you have still enjoyed it?
No, if you look by today's standards, I don't enjoy it. If I
Well,
look
then
at the
that's
time
what
of
I'm
it,
doing.
it's
I'm
good.
looking through the lens of me.
Yeah, well,
and I'm now, and I'm here. It's 2017.
Welcome to the present, people.
Yeah.
Get up to speed,
Ma-
Godfather.
Maybe that's what it is.
I'll
I
just
don't
go to the
know.
past.
It's
I
hard
don't know.
for me to do that.
Re-edit the film.
but it's
Do you like any movies from that era?
From what era?
When Godfather was made, like
What,
the
60s?
70s,
70s?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you're
Well,
looking
again,
what
I'm
time
going
it
back
was
through
now.
007. I actually enjoyed From Russia with Love, which is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It was good times.
Mhm.
I mean, I like some 007 films, but also there's a bit of nostalgia with 007 for me.
I want you to know that Rafael Medina from Facebook is raging.
Is it because of
as he should be.
He
Yeah,
does
because
that.
it's
How
your
awful
fault.
that
It's
Hi,
movie
your
is?
Raphael.
fault.
Is it because of how
Oh,
that movie?
congratulations on Raphael. He and his wife just announced their first child.
Yay!
Name
Name him the Godfather. Name him the Godfather.
It is part of the Scott Brown guarantee. I married them, he and his wife.
Ah.
As part of the guarantee, your first child will be a girl.
Will be a girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What's
how
the
it is.
name?
Oh, I don't know.
Regina
How-
Spektor.
Regina Spektor.
She's
Medina.
coming here.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, who's
Beyonce's
going?
very popular.
Yeah, I heard Regina Spektor's coming
Who's
here. Everybody's
going?
excited
Someone
about it.
just told me that they were going.
I'm
I don't
going.
know.
Oh, Tito got tickets.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Let's
Jessica,
go.
Jessica
I
wants
wanna
to go.
go.
I'd love to
It's
see
at
Regina
Popejoy. Let's go.
Spektor. Yeah.
Like, I want to go.
I don't know
fancy
anything
ass
by
night.
her.
Yeah, she's playing on. She just wants to play on her piano. Like she's just playing fully.
Very
just
cool.
Her and her piano, and I'm
Cool.
like, I am gonna be in love with that.
You want to switch gears? Move away from movies?
I
Are
have
we-
one more
Okay.
movie. What was I gonna say? Oh, I restarted Scary Movie Night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I first moved here, maybe 6 months in, and again I've only been here for 3 years. I met this this hot piece of no, I would never talk about that. I met this girl. What's her name? Kelsey. I mix her name up with yours, Kendra, because it's
I know.
similar. I'm a bad person.
case.
Anyways,
the files of his head. It's just names.
Kelsey's one of my close friends, and I can't remember her name. We were like running partners. We
This
did we
sounds
scary
so
movie night
hot
partners. I mean, I'm a bad
Forgetting
person.
names all the time.
Kelsey's great, but her and I started Scary Movie Night because we both really, really like scary movies, and she's like infatuated. She's seen all of them, and her and her whole family, they all go out and watch. Like they're
That's
scary movie
cool.
enthusiasts.
That's
Isn't that
cool.
great? Like to have a
I-
whole family that's in love with scary movies.
I watch scary movies, but I'm a screamer.
Oh,
So-
well, that's great.
yeah.
You're even better. I, want you
like
around.
that
Like,
too.
I do the high pitch, and I'm like, somebody's on me! Oh my god!
So we
go
started
back.
Scary Movie Night, and
every
we did
Friday,
it for
yeah.
a good 5 months or so. You know, a couple weeks off here and there. We watched a dozen movies or so. We tried to do it every week, and then I started again last week. And turns out it was Tito's birthday, of which he called me and said, "It's my birthday." which is the correct way to go about telling people it's your birthday. And he's like, so scary movie night sounds like a good night. Well, I mean, all my friends are gonna be there anyways. Let's just do it. So we did it, and it turned into basically like Tito's birthday, which is still fine. And we watched a couple episodes of XX, which is a scary movie anthology, all female directors. The first one I liked.
I liked it too.
I know some people didn't like Tito. I don't think was a huge fan. Or Kevin. Kevin's a movie critic because he has a degree in film.
Sure.
The second one didn't love. I didn't love. I think you.
It was a bit Well, yeah, I didn't know what it was trying to. Yeah, it was very weird. And was it trying to be? I was very dark humor, like putting the body in the panda suit and everything.
And then there's the third and fourth. I think are supposed to be more traditional horror.
Nice.
And so I want to go back and finish that.
I want to see the rest of that holiday movie. We saw just the Easter
Actually,
part.
the one I showed you was the best one.
Okay, but I like the idea.
That was a
of
good.
Yeah,
did you like that short?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. Watch Holiday, which is another scary movie film anthology put together, and Kevin Smith directed one of them.
Okay.
It's got some good people on it.
Are they doing more Black Mirror?
So season 3 finished, and I think they're scheduled to do season 4, but I don't think they started filming yet.
Okay.
Black Mirror is maybe the best scary
psychological
horror anthology maybe ever created. At least in my
That's the next thing I need to watch because I had never seen it.
I have season 1, still haven't seen it. That's it. So it's like I'm going to watch it. I've seen one episode.
Which one? The first one?
The first one. The pig fucker episode.
I don't like that episode.
A lot of people don't. You're not the only one. I generally tell people to skip that and start with the one. I think it's season 2, episode 1, where they record everything with their eyes.
That was a good one to start with.
That's a good one to start with.
I think watching season 2 first is better, and then go back and watch season 1.
Season 2 might be better, but I will say my favorite episode is from season 1, episode 2, and it's the same black lead actor that was in Get Out.
Cool.
Oh, great.
And that's my favorite episode. That guy's a great actor.
Mine is San Junipero.
Oh, from the newest season.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, not my favorite, but it's. I mean, they're all great, really.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Watch that show.
Game of Thrones.
Started back up. New season. It got real.
I can't wait to watch it tonight.
I mean,
it's tonight.
I have rehearsal.
Oh man,
so disappointing every time. I know. I'm like, everyone's like, we need to watch it as a group. I'm like, I can't make it.
Part of the reason, like you having to watch it right then also is because you can't go online.
Yeah. The country watches it when it airs, and they want to talk about it. It's like, I haven't seen it. It's like, fuck you. You're not a part of it then.
Get out. Like, literally just walk. Every time anyone starts talking about it, I literally just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm going to go leave the room now.
It's tough
I'm glad that Tall Kyle was just like, hey, you want to watch this every Sunday with me? And I was like, yes.
Like,
yeah. Kevin did a viewing last week. And it was fun. And our friend Jordan, though, I don't know that you know Jordan. Us three know Jordan, though. I don't mean to shit on you, but she had her phone out the whole time, and she sat right in front of me, so it was very, very distracting. Taking selfies and like Snapchatting the whole time.
She's not into the show, or does she?
I think she is. That's why she came. I'm assuming.
But
that's
FOMO.
Just, it hurts.
But you can't. What is that?
Fear of missing out.
Okay, FOMO. Fear of missing out. Yeah, for sure. But also phono, no phones. No phone.
No phone. Phone. No. Phone. No.
Yeah.
No,
zero.
I don't want no phones. Phones are things that you should not have out around me, hanging out of your pocket.
Okay. Wow. I commend you for the reach. That was a far-ass reach.
Yeah, you actually thought that was him going to the beat. That was a slow clap for you.
Man, that's valiant effort. Oh.
Sometimes I try things.
Oh,
my brother just texted me.
Rhyme with Scrubs. It's just a one-syllable word.
Shut up. Scott, shut the fuck up.
Can we isolate that and have that on a hotkey? Just like, Scott, shut the fuck up. All the people at one of my jobs, catchphrase is, God damn it, Scott.
I get that too. Dylan, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
that was a common theme on Friday.
On Friday, you said 3 separate people told you were an asshole,
including you. Were you one of them?
I called you a dick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, he's just being a dick.
He's the thing that goes inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dick. You're both things.
My brother just texted me, and it was definitely like a make fun of Dylan text. Did you cry during Wonder Woman? My wife swears you said that. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Cried
I
during that.
cried. He's not a. My brother though, he's kind of like a. He's not a machismo guy, but he does make fun of me a little bit when I laugh.
That's the right job as a brother.
We have to repeat everything Jessica says. You're not being picked up on mic. She says that he's a machismo apologist. He might be. Yeah, very much.
I mean, like all brothers kind
Shit or
of
get
shit
off
on
the
each other,
pot,
so
yeah.
that's kind
And
of
he's
a
an
must.
older brother. He's from a
Yeah.
different time.
Yeah,
it's
you're
always
supposed
a-
to mess with the younger.
Yeah.
I guess I was the
Yeah.
younger.
Oh, Jessica and I were
I was the
walking.
younger one.
Jessica and I were walking by these people on Icon Cinema yesterday when we went to go watch Spider-Man, and there was this two older, like maybe older brothers, and the young brother that was like maybe 10 years old, and the younger brother said something, and then the older brothers. I know this is really. I should just give them all names. The older brothers were like, "Shut up!" And they turned around. They're like, "Why are you even wearing high socks?" And then, and then they looked at each other and they went, "Idiot!" They were just totally shitting on this little kid.
That's the.
And I was like, "That's like brother bully." Like I just don't.
That's the way it is.
You've never experienced that?
I don't think so for my brother so much, but it was like I've never experienced it like so, like pure.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that pureness. Of,
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like you're just there to
Brother-
fuck around. Yeah, like you're just like I'm gonna destroy you now because you are related to me.
There
This is
weren't
too late.
parents around.
Yeah.
They were out and about, just like fuck you, kid.
And then I look down and I have high socks on. What's wrong with high socks?
Nothing wrong with high socks.
Nothing wrong with it.
I'm
self-conscious
self-conscious about my
A
ankles.
little bit wrong
There's
with
a
it.
little bit wrong with it. How are you?
I mean, did you wear sandals?
No.
Okay, I just had to make
Yes.
sure. That's the only taboo.
I'm not
That's
a-
like-
Except
I'm not
that
a bad
you're
person.
wearing Nike socks with Vans shoes.
I know. I just have a handful of socks that have Nike swooshes on it. I just grab. I didn't think
the
about
balancing
socks. I
factor.
don't think about socks. There. I don't think about socks.
I'm not
I-
wearing socks
I need socks in my life.
That's a
Need
bit
more
too
socks.
personal.
because I'm wearing sandals.
Fair enough. I can't do that. I don't do sandals.
Because your feet are too hairy?
I have a deformity on my left foot.
Do you? What is it?
I have half a toe on my middle toe. And
You
my
mentioned that. What happened?
So
And
so
I-
that makes you not want to wear sandals?
Yeah, and I don't like the exposed feet and the gripping of the. I've never had like a sandal that like felt good to wear.
Because
Okay.
They don't
one of his
exist.
toes doesn't allow for it.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
right. It's denied me the pleasure of sandals. Fuck you, toe.
Scott, your life is so hard.
It is that's what I got to worry about.
Yeah.
Scott, you posted on Color Circuit last week a pretty awesome like just clip. You clipped a picture.
Oh yeah, it was the video that was airing that night. I forget lupus tendum or whatever the
God,
name
you're
is.
so bad with
Ludum
names.
Tempest.
You keep calling
Ludum-
slut monkey skull fuckers,
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard slut monkey. Whatever.
which by the way the name has changed, so it will no
Again,
longer be slut
Two
monkey.
skull fuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had 666 views
Oh,
on
yeah,
one of
yeah,
our
yeah.
videos, and I just like cropped it and be like, "Hey, rock on, go us!"
So it was
no
really
more
ki-
viewers, no more viewers.
No
really
one's
kind
allowed
of funny
to view this video.
because it leads into something else that accidentally happened also. But we reached 30,000 viewers total on
Great.
yeah, I think for our channel in general.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, okay, we have about 45 videos. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes because like some of them are split up. Anyways, we have 45 videos, and I did 30,000 divided by 45 to see the average amount of videos.
For viewers.
666.
666,
Oh my
666 views per video on
That's
average.
fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Viewers of the beast. I like it.
So that's us. Another topic here. Woman ruins. You know what? I'll just explain it. I was going to read
Phone's
the
going
headline,
away.
but it would just ruin the headline. So the headline is the ruiner, is the spoiler. There was a woman in an LA art museum
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. I think last week actually, and she's taking a selfie in front of there's like pillars of art, and the pillars are like no higher than chest high, and each of the pillars had a piece of artwork on it, and it was a nicely set up little art museum. She's taking a selfie and she trips over herself,
No.
and she knocks down a pillar. The pillar hits the next pillar, hits the next pillar. You guys got to watch this video. I probably shouldn't be referencing videos on an audio podcast,
Yeah,
and I'm not showing
whatever.
the video, but
Yeah.
you get the idea. It's so yeah, it's so funny though because she trips over one and turns around and tries to like save it, and then they all fall like in a row. And turns out it was $250,000 of artwork she ruined.
Oh my god.
$250 million. Or
That's like a-
$250,000.
It's like a Mr. Bean sketch
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And it turns out that people were wondering if this was
Staged.
a staged,
Event
for
of some
the museum to get more exposure. And they're like, why would we ruin $250,000 worth of people's artwork to do this? It was not staged. So I'm inclined to believe them.
Yeah,
that's a
and
lot
I mean,
of money.
you could make fake art pieces, and
Sure.
because there was one episode of Conan O'Brien, because he always has this mug, this iconic like Dwight Eisenhower mug that he has on his desk. He's always had it.
Oh, that
And
yeah, I've
like
seen
Will
it.
Ferrell or somebody like broke the mug. It's like that wasn't the real one,
Right.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have done that. But they had like a mock-up just for poignancy. But I mean, I guess it's. I'm glad that it's real. If it's real, oh god, that is just phenomenal.
So awkward.
Yeah.
I told my brother to tune in, and he's like, "Is it the Tito and toothpaste one? I'm eating."
Oh, that's a great episode.
I think he's looking at that. That's probably a clip from Twitch because I think I
Yeah.
titled
That was a
one
while ago, yeah.
clip called
That
Tito
was-
and So my brother doesn't know how to use Twitch because he's just looking through all the old clips, like 45 seconds.
Wow. That was our first day. That was from
Very
our
first
first
day.
day.
Yeah,
that
and
was our marathon.
And that was some of our best.
Oh
Oh my
my
gosh!
gosh.
Yeah.
Tito toothpaste. Freaking
Ah.
Jason's a comedy genius.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was like the best thing. It's just like the look on his face is just so astonishing. It's just like this played out.
And watching Tito just break down, just like as he hears it, and he's just like staring off, and is like,
Yeah.
ugh.
My brother says trying to watch live, but never done it. Not sure I'm watching the right thing. Okay, well you'll know now.
You'll know, yeah,
You'll
if
know
you hear us
now.
talking
But
to
I
you.
do that every episode, so
Whoa, which one are we watching?
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's that time of the episode where he
we
calls out his
say
brother.
It's now.
my brother says I found you live. I don't know. Let's say.
It's real.
Let's all say one thing about my brother.
He is related to you.
Okay.
He's not nice to you sometimes, but not a bully.
He's older than you.
All right.
What's his name?
Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Hi.
Wesley.
Wesley.
God damn it.
Hi.
Hi, Wesley.
Hello.
Hi.
Wesley.
You're watching.
Hi.
Wesley.
We like to say hello.
We're watching
Hello.
Color Circuit.
Welcome
You're
to
here.
Color Circuit.
with us.
Circuit
Hello,
board.
Wesley.
In our hearts.
Touch us.
Wesley.
Feel us.
Get up in it.
Make me.
Wesley.
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 I'm waiting for his text.
Wesley.
Wesley,
hi.
stop texting us. Go in the chat.
I
Just go
want
to the chat. Just use the chat.
Yeah.
I
right
want
there.
another
Hi.
Wesley watching this to freak the fuck out.
He's just like,
Wesley Swedenborg
Yeah.
tunes in and he's like, what the fuck?
We should clip that portion and
For
put it on. Yeah.
on his,
I
on his
have,
wall.
I have no joke thought about this. Tell me what you guys think. Like a celebrity that we love, maybe it's not a huge celebrity, like Emily V. Gordon. She's getting big now. Sure. She's Camille's wife.
Yeah.
But like, what if we just did like full episodes dedicated to people that we love? Tell me they're not going to tune in, watch that, and maybe even share it.
Or put restraining orders.
Or
Yeah,
put-
or
well,
that.
something. Yeah.
No, not if we talk like positively. Listen, we love your
Yeah,
movies.
we're
we
not
love our
creepy
shit.
about it, but
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
just label something like
Our fave of the day.
Kate McCucci, that's who I would put.
How
in.
how
Yeah.
could you not? Like if there was a if there was a Dylan Garcia podcast, I would tune into it every single day.
week.
There's got to be people tuning into the Kate McCucci podcast
Yeah.
if there was. I mean, she
Yeah.
would tune into it.
Sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you think of this idea?
I like it.
You do like it.
Yeah.
You want
I'm
to start
all
it?
about it,
We
yeah.
should start a like
Let's start it right now.
I
you know
love
what?
something podcast.
Fuck this. Let's get it.
No
yeah,
more
let's
circuit
just do
boards.
it
No
now.
more
We're
circuit
Zuckerberg,
Stop being
we're gonna-
glib. I want to start this podcast.
No, stop it.
like
This is
it's,
for
it's-
real.
It's for certain people.
I would, you know, I would
Specific
honestly wouldn't mind
people.
that.
Can we? You know who our first person should be?
Who?
Is the mayor of Atlanta.
Seg fucking way,
Say
bro.
fucking way, bro.
Oh yeah, we're over. Yeah, we've been talking for a while. What is going on with
So
Yeah,
I
how's
don't.
that
I
conversation
really
going?
wanted to.
the mayor of?
I wanted to post the.
The conversation.
I do, and I can't seem to figure out how to do that right now.
Can
Hold
we do
on.
that through Discord?
blur out the phone number.
I did.
Okay.
So I already did that.
Blur out all the things.
Comment. You can't do picture comments in a live stream.
Which
All
is
right, so
odd.
I'll just add them after because
Yeah.
I think I can do it after.
Yeah, you can post it afterwards.
Post
Or
it
I
as
could
links.
just post it separately.
Yeah, just post it as a link, and then we'll just connect
As
it to the
a
video.
as a thing right now, you can do it.
I'll do it after.
But
Okay.
are you going to go through the text?
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna go
we're
through
gonna
the
read it. Let's
text.
do a
Let's
live
talk about
reading.
this, yeah.
Who wants to be?
Oh yeah,
The mayor.
Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
So am I the mayor?
Okay, so here's some background. I got a text today from a number that I didn't know. It was a 404 area code, which I already know from life is Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So this is at 10:55 this morning. Why all these freaks at our pool?
I know, right? You should say something.
Just May.
Are you going tonight?
Where?
Mark's.
No, not invited. Who's Mark?
Mary's new boyfriend.
Mary who? This is the mayor.
So at this point, I was like, shit, I'm going to Google who the Atlanta mayor is. Who is the mayor of Atlanta? And so I Googled, and the name of that person is Kasim Reed. And so I said, Kasim?
One and only.
Oh, I thought this was someone else. How is Sarah? Which is his wife. I looked up who his wife was.
She's a bitch. Ha ha.
And then I was like, ooh, this could get kind of saucy. And I responded, and that's why you text me, winky face.
And the mayor responded, yes.
Then some time passed.
Sometime that, yeah. Yeah, that last text was 11:27. This is 1 in the afternoon. You left a towel.
Did you grab it for me?
Will.
Thanks, happy face. When can I get it from you? Some time passed, and I said, you watching the Braves game today? Because I got a notification on my phone that the Braves were about to start playing, and I was like, oh, well, yeah.
Best timing on the planet.
And he
From
hasn't
Atlanta?
responded. Yeah,
yeah.
the Atlanta
Oh, okay.
Braves. Yeah.
All today.
Yeah.
All today. Just randomly.
This morning,
The best randomness of the morning.
So my one skepticism
Yeah.
is do you think mayors call themselves the mayor?
And
Unless
who-
you're from The Walking Dead.
And
I'm the mayor.
But then why would he say one and only after I was like, Kasim?
Well, he
'Cause
might
just
just
to go
know
along
who
with
the
the bit.
mayor is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like just like the museum thing. I want this to be true so
Yeah.
bad. I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
I want the
Yes,
mayor
with
of
some
Atlanta to be
randomness.
texting about a towel to some number that he clearly got wrong.
From
Yeah.
someone who he totally thought was at that pool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he thought he was texting somebody who was there with him.
Who has a phone? Who probably had their
Where
phone
are
the
the
whole
freaks?
entire time.
Yeah.
So
That
you just
yeah,
wanna know.
the pool thing was the first thing he texted to this. He typed it in, and he was like, "Why all these freaks at this pool?" Like,
How?
I
How?
wanted to be
At
the mayor
our
so
pool.
bad at
Yeah.
our pool.
What is our pool?
Right.
Who-
You're clearly the other
big is the
woman. You have
pool?
a pool with
Yeah.
this guy. You're not his
Some
wife.
shit is real right now.
Yeah.
Something's going down, and I just want to know the truth.
I want him to be
It
as
needs to be
eccentric as the Portlandia mayor. Just like, that just like goes out into the field and tries to find himself, and they get Roseanne to be mayor for a while.
Just chill here for a bit.
Yeah,
Oh my
so,
God.
so now it's been like an hour and a half and he hasn't responded.
Get back to us, Mayor. Tell him
Well-
to tune in on Color Ticket Live.
I'm
was that?
really scared that he figured out finally that he has the wrong number.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you say something like
No.
maybe not? I
He'd
don't
probably
know.
stop.
You probably just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Send him a nudie.
I thought about it.
Got to
You
ramp
did?
it up.
Yeah.
Ramp it up.
Not of me, like
Just-
a random one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Take
It's
about
like
2 seconds to
go on
the internet.
Craigslist, find one of those
Yeah.
disconnection things or whatever. It's like me. Yeah. I need a towel.
We had a similar experience on Friday night for Scary Movie Night where I got a phone call from an unknown number, so I answered it, and then I turned the speaker on, so all of us in the room were listening to my unknown phone call, and they're like, "Hi, I'm from Solar Energy. Solar Energy, do you want solar energy panels? Are you a homeowner? Blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
And then I turned on my best Indian accent,
It's the best you got.
and
I wish this is recorded.
It was me too. Right afterwards, all of us were like, "Damn it, why aren't we live streaming right now?" It was
the
a
one
lot
time
of
we're
fun.
not live
Oh,
streaming.
man.
Yeah. It was really fun. And I thought with Jessica, I just fucked with him for a while. I was like,
Can you give us a taste?
He has to get into space.
I am not a homeowner. No home for me. No home for me.
You're like old too, like
I
almost
know.
confused.
Yeah. And then Jessica rightly said after that, you should have pretended that, or you should have. What am I trying to get at? Like pretended that like you thought he was trying to sell you a home, so he's gonna help you find a home.
Right. Yeah.
They're like, oh yes, I need a home now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need this moment. There's so many ways that could go.
I know.
Yeah.
My improv brain didn't turn on, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And then what was I gonna say? I told Jessica like maybe because I get like 6 advertised calls a day. It's awful.
Yeah. And they shouldn't be calling your phone. It's against the rules.
Oh really?
Yeah, I used to do telephone surveys, and if we called a number and they're like, "This is a cell phone," immediately, sorry,
So
have a
home
good day.
phones are okay.
Yeah, landlines, but maybe because fewer and fewer landlines exist, to reach the people, you do have to go to cell phones.
I think the percentage now is like something extremely low for people who have landlines.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
parents
Pretty
have
much.
them, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like mostly just corporate businesses.
But my
parents.
I think moving forward with this, because I get so many in a day, I think I'm going to use it to start practicing my different accents, and I will do
You're
like
gonna be the new Jerky Boys.
yeah. I'm gonna, so it's a reverse crank anchors. It's a reverse prank phone call where they're calling me.
They're calling you.
And now I have
That's
somebody
so
to
good.
practice my accents with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think? Yeah.
You should record them.
I
Yeah.
should
Yes.
record them. That is a good idea. Yeah.
because we have the connector for it, right? Like you just connect it to your phone.
Just
and then
connect- yeah.
You just have the whole like phone call just ready to go.
Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not bothering anybody. They're bothering me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the idea.
it's their work time. You're paying them, or they're already being paid, so it's good.
There
Whatever.
is somebody that does this.
Tom, there's a comedian by the name of Tom Mabe. He's had a few albums of him, going against telemarketers. Like there was one where it was a funeral home that called, and he was like, "Oh man, thank you so much. I'm actually standing here with a bottle of pills in my hand, and I'm just like asking God for a sign, and." You're that sign. You're the angel of death. I'm gonna swallow these pills. And the person on the funeral home's like, "Please, sir, please don't do it." Like it was really good. It's like, no. You're the angel of death. I expect you won't be. It'll be fine. Just let me take these pills. And then he drops the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
It's good
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Tom Mabe.
Is he on Feral Audio?
I don't know. He's I heard him. He was on the Bob and Tom radio show.
Okay.
So he's like considered, I guess, a comedian, or he releases these albums like Rage Against the Telemarketers sort of thing.
Okay.
Did you guys see the local funeral home advertising that it was about 3 years ago?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yodo.
Yes.
Yoda, what's
You
that?
only die once.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It was on northbound 25 and like
Yeah.
San Mateo-ish.
There was another one
And-
on I-40 by Eubank as well.
Yeah, and it was and it got on the news because people were like, dude, like
That's not.
That's
be
a little much.
sensitive. Like funeral homes, like they're never gonna run out of business.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're advertising. Do they
People,
need the
it's like
advertisements?
milk.
Yeah.
We know milk exists. We don't need advertising. We all will need a funeral home eventually, unfortunately.
No.
But to be the hip, like
funeral
slogany
home.
funeral home.
So what they're advertising and what they want more people to be aware of is that you can plan your own funeral, and you shouldn't be leaving that to your
have it in-
family, to your loved ones.
There are better ways to say that.
Have it
though.
figured out before you leave.
Yeah, and so that's
before you
really
leave.
that's
Yeah.
really what they push, and so people will like prepay for their funerals so that their family isn't left with that burden. And so that was kind of why they started this whole marketing thing. I can't say that Yodo
Yodo, man.
was the way to go.
Yodo.
Wasn't it
But-
hashtag Yodo? Like they wanted it
Hashtag
to
Yodo.
trend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yodo, bro. Yodo.
You only die
there
unless
was
you're
a
a cat.
Unless you're
Similar.
cat 9 times.
It just reminded me of an episode of Nathan For You. Have any of you seen this?
No.
A handful of them. Yeah.
Nathan Fielder, a Canadian comedian. He doesn't do stand up, but it's mostly like sketch.
Yeah.
And he got picked up by Comedy Central. Now he has his own show. It is some of the best comedy on television, I think, ever. Some of the guys from the Tenderloins, which is an improv group, they've said like he might be the funniest person on television right now, and I tend to agree. Very, what's the word for it? He's very.
It's very super dry, deadpan.
very dry and deadpan, yes.
And the stuff he's suggesting to these, and that's how it works.
Yeah. So the premise
Like,
of the show
yeah.
is that he is he actually does have a business degree, and he goes around helping small businesses grow their business by giving them
struggling businesses.
by giving them some sort of
Incentive.
Consultant advice.
Consultant
like they
advice,
hire
yes.
him to like boost their sales, that sort of thing, and it's very common in the business and
and so one of
companies.
them was to a funeral home, and he gave them a couple different ideas. One of them was really to sell better tombstones.
Yeah.
I believe, I'm trying to remember, but he sells, I think it's to sell better it's tombstones for like pets and also make a better tombstone. So I think some places probably do this. You can
Okay.
buy a better tombstone.
Yeah.
The tombstone was 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide though. And it was the center
Oh my
of it.
gosh.
You could see it from the street. It was so big. And he pays his own, this is like his revenue that he gets for the show. He pays for these things to do in these
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
bought somebody to make this enormous tombstone, and they put it in. And then the lady was like,
For what, a
"I
kid?
don't know. I think it was for I think it was for like a mouse, like a pet mouse or something."
I really wanted you to say parakeet, and I don't know why.
Very cute. No, oh my god, it shows genius. And then the other thing that he did with the funeral home, I think it was the same place. I might be mixing two episodes up, but he said some people don't have like a ton of friends to come into the funeral, and so to make it look like they do, hire actors, and then
Oh,
everything
man.
is pre-scripted too,
Yeah.
and so it's all these, and he hires these like awful local actors, and
Get them, like, do they have confrontations? It's
yes,
like,
yes, and
oh
then
my
there's
God.
like
Like
this,
the other woman comes in, like he loved me more.
yes, that's
Oh
exactly what
my
happens,
God.
and the fact that he just
That's
because
glorious.
it's everything you want to see, and he just
yeah.
makes a reality
Yeah.
of it. Oh
Yeah.
God,
And, like,
damn it!
And
It's raining.
It's
he'll,
raining. All
he'll
of them do
get
that.
I thought, wow, it's raining sideways.
damn. It's like Forrest Gump rain.
I want to go
Randy's
dance.
talking about.
Like yesterday during Summerfest, I wanted to go and dance in the rain for a little while because that felt so good.
Yeah,
I was
it was nice. It's cool that they do Summerfest, but I think it should be more like a spring fest.
It usually
pretty
is.
hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it turned out to be really nice
Yeah, with
in
the
the evening.
rain.
Very
It turned
cool
in,
and
but yeah,
relaxed.
the day was just really
Just the
hot.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about, or?
I had some things I wanted to plug.
Yeah, we're
okay.
about an
So
hour.
are we towards the end then? You want to start the plugging segment of the show?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we plug Color Circuit stuff first or
Yeah.
individual?
Let's do Color Circuit last.
Color Circuit last. Okay, that's probably
Yeah.
a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to go first?
Scott, you want to go first? We'll go in order.
Okay, let's see. August 25th, my band Get Action will be playing at Launchpad with, let's see, Andy. This is the name of the band. Yeah, I didn't have it pulled up. But we're also going to have The Talking Hours, which is a great two-person rock band.
Nice.
And us, at Launchpad, Friday, August 25th. So if
You
you're
guys
in
are called
town,
Get Out.
Get Action.
Get action.
And sometimes we put an exclamation point, and other times we don't. We haven't decided. But we will have an album out later this year, but not by the time of the show, because vinyl takes a while.
Nice.
That's
You
understandable.
told me like very interesting information about vinyl production.
Only a handful of pressing plants in America.
Like
That's
4?
why. Yeah, something like that. And they handle all of the country's vinyl orders.
That's insane to me.
So it takes a long time.
Vinyl's so big, you'd think there'd be more companies.
Yeah, at least double that. Like
Yeah.
make 8
Yeah.
plants. They'll be used.
They'll be used.
They'll use it.
Definitely
Yeah.
be used. Yeah. I
Kendall?
mean, there's probably a lot of small ones too.
So on Friday, August 4th,
Mhm.
I have Greg's Comedy Basement.
Woo! Oh yeah, you're finally on it.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's super duper exciting.
Yeah.
I have loved every Comedy Basement show so far. There's been 3.
Mhm.
And they're just an absolute blast. So come by if you live in Albuquerque.
Man, it's already been 2 months almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost a month
Yeah.
and a half. Yeah, that's great.
And then on September 1st, Rusty is hosting a very special version of our First Fridays comedy contest, which happens every month at Tractor.
On the last Friday of the month.
First Friday.
First Friday.
It's the 3rd, right?
The fifth
Third
Friday.
Friday.
No, it's
the fifth Friday. Of the month.
September 1st.
Oh, but it's the 3rd
August
Friday?
3rd.
Right.
Yes.
I hate
Of
you
next
guys.
year. Right.
Yes.
So we have time to not go. It'll be 2018.
Yeah.
September 1st, 2017.
Woo!
What's
First Friday.
happening?
Uh,
We're losing her. We're losing her.
he's doing a men versus women,
Which is how it
female
should always
versus
be.
males comedy
Yeah.
show.
There are only
So,
2 genders, so
5 female comics, 5 male comics. I'm done.
What were we going to talk about? Trans.
We are never talking about transphobia.
Talking about transphobia.
What was leading to that? There was a tangent that was supposed to go. What?
I don't remember.
But has the lineup been finalized and everything? Because he sought you out, right?
Yeah, so we're taking pictures today, so I imagine that he will start advertising for it soon. I don't know if he's going to wait until after August 1st Friday
Okay.
to start promoting the September 1st Friday. That would make sense.
Are you guys taking outdoor photos?
I sure hope not.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Probably not the best.
But yeah, I'm really excited. So the audience still chooses their top 2 favorite comics overall of the night, but then they also choose which gender did better. And so I'm really excited because I really want
Males.
females, women,
Males.
Man.
girls
Boys.
Dudes.
to
Penises.
win.
Are you done plugging?
Yeah.
All right. What do I got? I've been plugging this all week. What's coming up first? This Friday.
use your words.
You're in my frame.
It's in your bubble. In the bubble. The bubble. Bubble in trouble?
Right in the eye. Do you guys know about that? Japanese people were starting this trend of licking each other's eyeballs.
God,
Oh,
stop. Don't bring
I've
it
done
up.
that before.
Japanese
Oh.
I kind
people.
of too. I actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's a Japanese thing.
Like
It's
like
really
a
weird.
sex thing?
I
Was it-
think
Or
it's
is it just like a
was it just a
salutation?
thing?
Like,
You're like,
oh, hello, Kendra.
I'm good to see you
no.
again.
I do think it is like more of an intimate type of thing.
I would hope
yeah.
so. I don't want
That's-
anyone's tongue in
And
my
doctors
eye.
were saying this is how people get pink eye. There's a lot of bacteria in the mouth.
Yeah,
do
no
not
kidding.
Do that.
Yeah.
There's also more things too with
We shouldn't have to tell adults
Yeah,
not to
this should
lick
not
each
be a
other's
thing.
eyes.
It's not a good idea. Although I have done it. I do like it. Like I don't think I got my eye licked, but I licked somebody else's eye, and then I also licked somebody else's teeth. I do like licking teeth. I don't know. It's like it kind of
That's
feels like a
interesting.
piano. Like oh
Yeah.
oh,
I've licked a lot of pianos,
I
so
licked it.
It's gonna,
if that's what it's like, I'm all for
they
it.
got the best flavor to them.
I can't go to certain music stores anymore because they're just like,
I will be at Rio Bravo Brewery. What's the name of the thing that he
Oh,
does?
headliners.
you know, the
Headliners
lounge
with a
upside?
Z.
Friday.
They changed the name of it
Oh, to a better name.
after Hertz.
I thought it was Friday Night
Okay.
Fools.
Names.
The
All
name.
It's not Friday Night Fools.
Oh, maybe.
I think it might be Friday Night Fool. Anyways, I'll be there this Friday. Rio Bravo Brewery, West
Very
Side.
cool.
Saturday or Sunday, my first paid gig.
Ooh.
July 30th. Opening up for Angora. Jamie Loftus is the headliner. And there's another person on that ticket too. I can't remember who it was. But anyways, that'll be fun. 5 minutes. Especially after my last 5 minutes more recently, which I just bombed. Like scrambling for laughs.
Anything.
Yeah,
Dear
I've never
life.
felt. I was telling Scott the other day that I've like it. I think maybe you too, Kendra. Like it feels like I'm a kid again, and I've just like been exposed. Like somebody pulled down my pants, something like that. It just doesn't feel great
Sure.
to do awful. And I've been Kendra gave me a good word of advice, which is laugh at it. It's not a big deal.
What else can you do?
Laugh at the
Psycho?
fact that you didn't do a great job. I mean,
Yeah.
not a big deal. Move on to the next one, and
Yeah.
that's
Get o-
really helped me.
Get over your shit.
Get over
Yeah.
your shit. Exactly. I know it's not a big deal, and I know nobody else remembers either. Nobody
Right.
cares.
It's,
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
next time
one
they'll
night.
see me on stage, they might be like, "Ooh, I remember that guy from last time," but I'm gonna prove them wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Just do better. Always
And
do
then
better.
August 22nd, Scott and I have our show in a band called Color Circuit. No joke.
Wow.
So yeah, are we called Color Circuit?
They
or-
think we're Color Circuit, so
Yeah, we
should
actually
probably
need to
keep the name.
play
Probably
that
should
up.
keep the name, yeah.
They're expecting
We're
6.
actually called Bob and Megan's Improv Comedy Podcast.
We should do the first half of the show, our improvised rock bit, which is we're not going to have. They don't know this, but we don't have any material, and so we're going to show up and just pretend that we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
that's what I
seasoned.
do anyway.
We're seasoned
And we've
musicians.
done it.
Yeah.
We've jammed a handful of times, and it's
was
been
good
really
times.
fun.
It was
we
fun.
could figure shit out.
We can figure
so-
shit out. So that's the first half of the show, and the song is called
Oh, just listen to the song, bitch.
by Color Circuit. named by John Mayer.
Yeah, John Mayer came up with a name.
Yeah.
And
We reached out to him.
He's
and then the last half of that, our 20 to 30 minute set, just some stand up. Some stand-up comedy.
Just as a,
Are
hey,
you really?
No, but we should.
That would be amazing.
Well, because like this is we've looked at the bands that are on this bill, and they're like
they are very
Poppy, synthy.
yeah. And so I'm just thinking of the kids that are gonna go to that show. They're just like, what the fuck is happening? It's like, hey, is an airline food really weird, you guys? Come on, yeah.
Maybe improv might be better for the both of us
Right,
since
yeah.
we've done that a lot together. But let's try some stand-up.
It's gonna be beautiful.
A lot of fun.
I am super excited for that.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
What do you have to plug?
We really want people to go to that.
I'm not really gonna. I guess the show that I am currently practicing for, She Kills Monsters. It's gonna be going through. That's not for a while from now. It's August 25th through September 10th.
That's right. They can all mark it on their calendars now.
Yeah. I remember this time. Super fun, really ridiculous.
Can you give us the premise?
So She Kills Monsters is about a girl who goes through her sister's diary that she finds. And it's not really a diary. You find out it's a D&D module. And it's something that her sister wrote. And she goes through this huge adventure where she learns everything about this sister that she never got close to when she was alive. And it's really, really intense. And it's really like got some really good feels and a lot of fighting, which is going to be fun.
Do you follow plays in general?
It's really funny
that sounds
because the only time I actually get into plays is when someone tells me, Bon, you're auditioning, which is how I heard about this one.
Oh, I
Kind of
see.
just forced
Because
in.
the reason I asked is because have you heard of another play based around D&D? There's got to be, right?
I don't know. I think this is the only one. I mean, it's the only one. It's gotten very popular. Apparently, it's been done quite a bit.
Oh, really? This isn't an original.
It's not an original.
Okay.
This one is
Like a local
it's
thing.
written by I can't say her name. Q Nguyen.
Kui Win.
Kui
Ki-Win.
Nguyen.
Something like that.
Nguyen. It's a really hard part, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be good. It's gonna be fun. And then I might possibly do some stand up.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You thinking about
100%
it?
Serious. I'm thinking about it.
What? Where? When? Why? Who?
Well, I mean,
Those are all the questions.
How?
might be at Bosey Brothers.
Okay.
I don't know which weekend's going to be. I feel that's apparently a really comfortable crowd
Yeah.
and a good way to start. So,
It is a good crowd.
Yeah.
How's your psyche? Are you going to be able to handle?
failure?
Failure.
100% for it.
You're 100% for failure.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
100%. I'm ready to bomb outlandishly because then I know that I'm actually working towards
Good.
something. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, some of the best advice I've ever gotten for stand-up was, you kind of just need to go up there and do it. You don't
Yeah.
really like. That is the only way to learn. It's not. You can't learn in front of a mirror. It's just not.
Yeah. It's not like there's a crowd there, and if they don't laugh, then I know I did something wrong, and
Right.
that is a step in the right
Move
direction.
on to the next one. Like you can almost always get a laugh too, after a joke just by saying like, oh, I guess that one didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
will just
it's
run
like
away
the
now. Yeah.
Easiest way to get a laugh. Just like being real.
Yeah.
That's all they're looking for is that reality.
Super
of you.
honesty to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the only reason why is because now literally everyone who's ever on Color Circuit and all you guys are like always doing comedy, and I'm like, I will try it out.
Try it out.
because I should learn
Yay.
how to do these things.
Mm-hmm,
It will
One
be
of
terrible.
us. One of us. Recently at an open mic, I didn't do so well, and my biggest laugh was, still working on that one.
Yeah.
And like everybody laughed. I'm like, okay, thanks,
It's
guys.
the
easiest
That's-
laugh.
Yeah.
They were paying attention. It's just
Yeah.
I literally wrote a joke, so my honest in between was the laugh. It's not good to do that, but I
like
wrote
sabotaging your set.
yeah, but it wasn't even a joke. It was just this actual story that happened to me. I won't express it now, but the end of it was, well, I guess that was actually more of a true story, more so than a joke,
Mhm.
and it really was. And I don't know how to write it as a joke just
Yeah.
yet, but I knew it was more of a true story, more so than a joke, and I knew that line would get a laugh, and it did. It's really kind of dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, audiences are stupid.
I don't know yet.
I hate that hand motion. I'm so sorry, internet.
I
love
Don't
you.
blur
Louis
it
C.K.
out.
has the best. Louis C.K. has the best joke about
Yeah,
that
you
hand
have to
motion.
finish it.
Yeah, he's like one of those. Have you seen that one? Louis
Yeah,
C.K.
you
is
do
like,
the jerk off motion, but you have to finish it.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Not ready.
God, he's the best. He hits on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Hits on everything. All right.
What are we doing with Color Circuit?
Okay, so we don't have the schedule for this week because I'm late because I would have done it yesterday, but it was anniversary time. Let's see.
Tomorrow we're
Tomorrow.
for sure doing Controller Alt Delete.
Controller
Is
Alt
that
Delete.
true?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
That sounds
let's
good.
keep Monday's
Why not?
controller out
I
delete.
will
Monday night?
try to make it for the After Dark one.
That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe we'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see
I
if
don't
it
know.
happens. Yeah.
What are we playing tomorrow? We'll probably be playing Nier Automata. Actually, no, I didn't get that in the mail yet, but
No.
if it comes in the mail tomorrow, Nier Automata. It was made by the Squaresoft, I believe, who made all the Final Fantasy
Sure.
games.
Yeah.
And it is an action. It's an action game. It's kind of when I'm looking at it, it reminds me most of what does it remind me most of? The girl with that whipping hair.
Oh, Bayonetta?
Bayonetta.
Kind of reminds me of
Yeah.
Bayonetta. And
Okay.
Bayonetta is
It's-
a badass
It
game.
has a feeling of playing a real-time RPG, like MMO.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's like real-time action. Because instead of just, it'll be entertaining. It's gonna be really funny because I don't expect you to like the game.
You don't.
I don't.
Really?
Oh.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
all right. I'm
it's
interested
a
to
challenge.
see. Yeah, I'm
Challenge.
interested to see. Now I'm just gonna like it, even though I hate it. And then the one I do have that I know for sure we'll be playing is Prey, and that'll be fun to be with other people in the room. Hopefully, someone will be here because it's like a jump scare kind of game.
Nice.
Has the same feeling. It kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't watch any trailers for it. It just came out, and
And it just was, yeah.
and it's very popular, and it's a little bit past its prime now. Like I'm like a month late. But
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as streaming. I mean, there's popular games to stream, but there's nothing that is really overdone.
Right.
I mean, like that's like saying Minecraft can never be played again. Like
Sure.
people still
Right.
play billions of hours of Minecraft.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it because the closest game that I can think of that game reminds me of is God, I'm so bad with names today. Not BioShock.
Today. Hey, Mac. We're still on Monday of our schedule.
No, that's all we were going to talk about. It's just my.
Oh, we're still done.
It's
We're
Monday.
still going. What game does it remind me of though?
Prey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ray reminds you.
What's the game where you're stuck on a ship? It's a guy who has a helmet, and he's going
Dead
through
Space.
Dead Space. Yeah, you fucking did it. You fucking did it.
a pirate ship.
I was too.
Oh God. So
You didn't say space.
You
Yeah,
just
but-
said
but
not a lot of them.
gamers know. It
Yeah,
reminds me of
there's
Dead
not
Space.
a
There are
lot.
no
Yeah.
pirate
Oh,
ship games.
gamers
Come
know.
on. I mean, there's not a civilization that happens on a pirate ship.
When you say ship,
I think
You
water.
gotta think space. You gotta
Alright.
think space.
Cut to Asian
Think
cam.
about Asian-
Dead.
How
Dead
many
Space.
you guys just.
I played a little bit of Dead Space 2, and I got I got like motion sickness, but I actually think it might have been anxiety.
Yeah, it's a terrifying game.
white
It's one of
people
those
don't get a
games.
oh, white cam.
It's
It
Hey,
says,
hey,
hi.
oh, Starbucks, Wi-Fi signal.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi signal's a white thing.
Yes, we're taking it.
We're taking it back.
My favorite joke about like being white is South Park, where they had I think we had all these the Mongolians again.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
but they were they're pretending to be white, and they're like,
wall.
yeah, oh shitty wall. They're pretending to be white, and they're like, oh, put it on my credit card. Oh, so good, so stupid. So that is Monday. We'll see some more stuff throughout the week, but we do know that we are going to be doing. I should say we do know. I guess
We do know. We don't, because
we don't not know,
we don't not
but
know.
there's potential of do knowing.
Yes. And it's
uh,
gonna be Pokemon.
RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
really
that's
excited.
like a homebrew system that the community created, so it's gonna be really
Yeah, because there's
interesting
no
to play.
official one.
Yeah, this
right?
is.
Huh.
There are two types of Pokemon RPGs, and apparently this one is made by a better group of people who've done it so far.
I just realized this whole time nobody's ever going to be able to hear you throughout the whole stream.
Why?
You were really far away.
Oh no! This is just recently. I just got that far away.
okay.
This hopefully people heard majority of what I said, but yeah, it's gonna be entertaining.
fix it
it's
in
gonna be
post.
different. Fix it in
So
post.
excited. We don't fix anything.
Yeah. We'll do this
It's
for that.
raw.
It's raw.
The raw stream.
Yeah,
See,
you're,
we'll see who we have for that. That'll be interesting.
yeah. I'm so excited.
I know you're super big on Pokemon.
I
Apparently.
love Pokemon. I mean, the first like 2 generations.
Yeah, and then after that, it's like meh.
Oh.
And I don't know. It's kind of there's a finally catch on what's going on over there.
I cut to your cam.
Woo!
White people.
Well, white people not getting Pokemon references. I'm sorry.
Yes. So I'm excited.
Is that like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go? I had that on my phone.
I had that on my iPhone.
I had it on my
On
iPhone
my
too.
iPhone 7. I have it
get
on my iPhone 7.
I would get frozen yogurt and then I just catch Pokemon.
Oh my god, you remember that time we went to get frozen yogurt?
Yeah.
That
You got
was
so many
fun.
toppings. I thought, Kendra, you got eat all those toppings, but you didn't.
Oh, I did.
And we bought Pokeballs.
Oh
I spent
my
like
God.
When was the last time you
$5
owned a
on
gym? Did you try to get a
Pokeball.
gym when you guys played?
I've owned one gym and it was in Portland.
What?
Yep. I was in Portland and I got a gym. It was an empty gym. No,
Oh.
I took it over.
Oh, okay, nice, very nice.
What?
What are you doing?
Bye.
For what? No, we don't stop. This
We
podcast
don't-
doesn't end.
We don't ever
We
stop.
don't ever stop.